yourself in your own home, wherever you are. If you cannot come to Kailasa, it's okay. Kailasa can come to you. Kailasa coming to you is E-Kailasa. I will revive Hinduism. I am a Hindu revivalist, not by any revolution, but by evolution. And setting model community. Kailasa, enlightenment ecosystems, Sarvanya Peethas all over the world. All powerful cognition, knowledge, only when you live, power manifestation and possibilities manifestation happens. This is a fundamental truth. Hinduism cannot live exclusively as one sampradaya. No. All sampradayas of Hinduism is an ecosystem. So don't keep quiet thinking that if one sampradaya is attacked, only that sampradaya is going to be affected. All of us are ecosystem. I invite all of you to get involved and enjoy Hinduism by the principle of Dharmo Rakshati Rakshitaha. When you protect Dharma, Dharma protects you. We will make the whole planet flourish spiritually. The spiritual prosperity will happen to the whole planet. We all have to coexist together. We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support, and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. Whole world should
Nithyananda everyone, welcome back. So, we all just got to know who is Devi Parashakti, who is Swamiji, and what you're going to get out of this program today, what benefits you're going to get. So now let's move into the next segment, where we will be seeing a live demonstration of the extraordinary powers of Paramashiva. Today, the Balasans, the Nithyananda yogis, and the initiate disciples of the Supreme Point of Hinduism will be demonstrating the powers of the third eye and sharing with all the experiences and results of the extraordinary manifestation of the divine powers awakened in us through the Diksha initiation. In today's Bhava Samadhi Darshan, all of us will be receiving the initiation into the third eye awakening and various other powers with the blessings and grace of the Supreme Point of Hinduism. We will be manifesting the following powers of third eye, seeing with the eyes blindfolded. The third eye is the cosmic browsing center, which is located in between the brows, which upon initiation one can effortlessly express powers and see through the third eye, just as you would with two eyes. Now let's see what are Shaktis. In the Vedagumas, the source scriptures of Hinduism, Paramashiva reveals in elaborate detail that every human being is hardwired to be able to manifest 463 plus extraordinary Shaktis, powers. Manifesting powers are described as a system, method, and science for human beings to explore the various possibilities and powers and have access to various states of consciousness. Shakti is manifest from the fundamental cognition that you are the divine and you need to manifest the divine, and not you are a man and you need to reach the divine. You all might have heard the term Siddhis. So let's see the difference of Shaktis and Siddhis. Shakti is expressed from the space of enlightenment as a side effect of feeling connection and high integrity with the divine and Guru. And Shaktis are a source of enlightenment, whereas Siddhis are powers that manifest from tapas or penance for enlightenment and are on the path of enlightenment. A few more differences between Shaktis and Siddhis are that Shaktis of Paramashiva manifest through ordinary human beings in an extraordinary way after being initiated by the avatar and are permanent, whereas Siddhis are not permanent and may divert you from enlightenment. Now let's see the source of all these Shaktis, Paramashiva. Paramashiva is the primordial divinity in Hinduism, the ultimate reality and cause, which is self-effulgent, Swayam Prakasha, all-pervading, unchanging beyond time, space, form, and causality. As the fundamental base of Avyakta, the unmanifest, and Vyakta, the manifest existence, he performs the Panchakritya, or 5 cosmic acts of Shrishti, creation, Sthiti, sovereign rulership and maintenance, Samhara, rejuvenation, Throbhava, pulling out a delusion, Anugraha, liberating grace for all living entities. And now the avatar of Paramashiva, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Nithyananda Paramashivam, the 1000th living incarnation and representative of Paramashiva and the reviver of Kailasa, the ancient enlightened Hindu civilizational nation, and the great cosmic borderless Hindu nation. Ever since the beginning of the civilization, the Sanatana Hindu Dharma has been a cradle of enlightened beings and highly advanced sciences. It was where the science of enlightenment and powers was lived and taught as a lifestyle. For the first time in modern day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is reviving these yogic sciences and transmitting it to the world at a record-breaking and a never accomplished before. Now you all can see on the screen the Guru Parampara, in which the knowledge and science of manifesting these Shaktis are passed down from one generation to the next through Diksha initiation by enlightened Gurus. The Supreme Point of Hinduism, being recognized as an incarnation at a young age, was trained and taught these sciences to revive and the initiations and knowledge repositories for billions to manifest the science of our manifestation from the disciplines of Vedanta, Tantra, Sri Vidya, Yoga and Yogic powers, Mantra Shastra, Siddha Vidya, Science of Aushadha, Advaita, Paramashivoham and Paramashivoham. You can see all the gurus who have been a part of Swamiji's life, who trained him from a young age into all these powers. And you can also see Swamiji standing as a 3-year-old boy in the middle, doing his Chaturmasya. Now let's see how we awaken these powers in us. Every ultimate truth, jnana, is mapped into your consciousness, prajna, which manifests as a possibility and power of every being, which is prajnana. The science of power manifestation is authenticated through 4 aspects of evidences or pramanas. The first is the Shastra Pramana, which is the eternal, unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures. The next is the Apta Pramana, experiences and results of Aptas or authorities of Hinduism, the Vedic rishis and scientists who time tested and verified these sciences. The next is the Atma Pramana, or accounts from the Supreme Point of Hinduism's, this millennium's avatars, personal experience of power manifestation, and the Pratyaksha Pramana, or empirical evidence from observation and scientific experimentation. Now, where do all of these come from? From where do we get the Shastra Pramanas, the evidences from the Shastras? In the Vedagamas, which is the living applied science, the Vedas are the ultimate superior authority for Hindus and are pure science where the ultimate truths are explained. And Agamas are the scriptures where the applied technology and the applied science is expanded. And the Vedas and Agamas, the Vedagamas, are given the status of Shruti as they are directly revealed by Paramashiva and they are the ultimate eternal unchangeable truths. A reference cited from these source scriptures are called the Shastra Pramanas. Now let us get ready to witness a very unique and exciting demonstration of the power of third eye. The Shastra Pramana for the power of third eye is from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. I will be chanting it out now. Kapalantar manonyasya tishthanmilitalochanaha kramena manasodadyat lakshaye lakshyamuttamam. The translation for this verse is, by fixing the mind on the inner space within the crown center and sitting stably without any movement, having the eyes closed in succession, by that stability of the mind and inner space through the power of the third eye, one directly sees the ultimate goal Lakshyam by having the vision beyond the sight that reveals any object or place, attaining the space of oneness with the source Paramashiva. Now let's see the Apta Pramana, where Krishna initiates Arjuna into the third eye. Natumam shakyase drashtu manenaiva svachakshusha divyam dadami te chakshu pashyam me yogamaishwaram. Bhagavan Krishna says to Arjuna, but you cannot see my cosmic form with these physical eyes of yours. Therefore, I grant you divine third eye vision. Behold my cosmic opulence. In the Hindu Purana Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna initiates Arjuna into the power of third eye to behold Krishna's Vishwarupa Darshan, the vision of his cosmic form. In the 11th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, which contains the description of Bhagavan Krishna's cosmic form, is completely narrated by Arjuna as he sees Bhagavan Krishna through his third eye. The Atma Pramana, in Swamiji's own words, the first experience that I was able to see everything around me, above me, the whole 360 degree, 10 directions below me, everything, I realized not only I was able to see, I was able to feel, experience all of that as me. And the Pratyaksha Pramana, the empirical evidence from observations and scientific experimentation. Scientific experimentation was done with using a PET, a positron emission tomography, on the Supreme Point of Hinduism. And when it was recorded that when doing daily activities, high activity is measured in the brain where the third eye is located. And when in deep samadhi state, only third eye region is active and almost 90% of the brain is at peace. Now, we will be witnessing a live demonstration by the Balasons of Nithyananda Gurukul.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes. I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great to contribute to the world. We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that.
Kailasa is proper customized spiritual service helping you to identify your root patterns of suffering. We have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background. You will have lowest reactionary assumptions, highest awakened response, alive response for life continuously. Kailasa is enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever you are. Proper customized spiritual service helping you to complete with your life negativity, withdrawal from life, self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt, so much of tiredness, laziness. We can support you aligning your diet, your attitude, your aptitude, your understanding about life. We can help you with everything. If you are interested in enlightenment, we will immediately bring this to you. If you are not interested, We will explain the whole science, inspire you and make you interested in enlightenment science. We need to cater this enlightenment science to the whole world wherever they are. Because enlightenment is the birthright of all human beings. Kailasa is responsible to provide that to all human beings. Kailasa is the totality of the knowledge I received from my gurus and practice manifested in my life, perfected by teaching millions of people from all cultures, time zones, backgrounds, genders, nationality, race, from every creed. So this absolutely perfected knowledge available to you, served to you in your home without even you moving out of your couch, free of cost. What I mean by the word Kailasa, listen intensely. Enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself, in your own home, wherever you are. If you cannot come to Kailasa, it's okay. Kailasa can come to you. Kailasa coming to you is Kailasa. I will revive Hinduism. I am a Hindu revivalist, not by any revolution, but by evolution. And setting model community. Kailasa's enlightenment ecosystems, Sarvanya Peethas all over the world. All powerful cognition, knowledge, only when you live power manifestation and possibilities manifestation happens. This is a fundamental truth. Hinduism cannot live exclusively as one sampradaya. No. All sampradayas of Hinduism is an ecosystem. So don't keep quiet thinking that if one sampradaya is attacked, only that sampradaya is going to be affected. All of us are ecosystems. I invite all of you to get involved and enjoy Hinduism by the principle of Dharmo Rakshati Rakshitaha. When you protect Dharma, Dharma protects you. You will make the whole planet flourish spiritually, the spiritual prosperity
black and gold planet here. We all have to coexist together.
Nityananda, and welcome back to your viewers.
My love.
So far, all of us saw a very beautiful introduction and an understanding of what are Shakti and how they are going to be useful to us in our life. Today, each and every one of you that are viewing this are going to be given the Diksha, the initiation and the awakening of these extraordinary Shaktis. So, let us now see and get ready to witness and have an experiential experience of what these Shaktis are. And we have joining with us Manitya Madhurananda, a Balasan from Nithyananda Gurukul, and Manitya Amritananda with us. Nithyananda Ma. Yes. So, Ma Madhura, would you like to go ahead and explain to us what eyeband you're going to be wearing and how you are going to be doing the third eye?
Yes. So, Ma Amrita will be putting this eyeband on me. It is given by doctors, scientifically tested and everything. So, opaque plastic sheet, and in the back, sponge. There's no way for light to get in. There's no gap or anything anywhere. So, Ma Amrita will be putting this eyeband on me, and after the eyeband is put on me, any of you in the YouTube comments can comment anything, whether it's words or sentence numbers, anything you can put in the comment section, and I will be reading it out.
So now, as Manitya Amritananda is putting the eyebands on Manitya Madhurananda, now once her eyes are completely covered, all the viewers that are watching us on YouTube, you all can go ahead and feel free to post comments on the YouTube comment section, and Manitya Madhurananda is going to be reading those comments. We all can see how the eyebands are completely covering Ma Madhura's eyes. Yes. So, Ma Amrita, are you sure all her gaps are covered? Ma, can you just show her? Yes. All right. So, Ma Amrita, what is Ma Madhura going to be doing now? Now that she has tied her eyes.
So after she has the blindfold on, I'm displaying the YouTube live comments for her, which she has not read before the blindfold was on. So now we invite everyone to Madhura will be reading these comments as they come live.
Yes, thank you so much. Yes. So this is great then. Manitya Madhurananda, you can go ahead and start reading the comments. All the viewers, please go ahead and post the comments in the comment section.
Yes, you could go ahead and start reading the comments, no?
Yeah, it's okay. So we have Eric MC. He has put 4 dots and a comma, and then Saju Vamadeva Shivam. He has put something in Tamil. I don't know how to read that exactly. And then yes, the last comment which has come is from Velasque. Om Om Om. And
Wow.
yes, and then I think before Eric MC is Pami Suhasini, and then Dina Dinesh, anybody Chennai, then Lakshmi Gantan, and the first Gantan has actually a lowercase g and the next one has an uppercase G. You ultimate person, and then okay. So then Patrick the Kasian, Nityanandam, then a heart emoji and namaskar emoji 3 times in a pattern, and then Ivana Grebenar, Love You All Kailasa, Manitya Prema Bhaktika, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hearts, pink hearts, and then Orchidi, Namaskar emoji, and then I think a candle emoji, a purple heart emoji, a Namaskar emoji, another again a candle emoji, and a purple heart. And then
Wonderful, Ma. Now, who has given the latest comment? Why don't you go scroll down to the bottom?
Yes, okay,
and
yes.
What is the latest comment?
Poonam Ingol has put Swamji and Namaskaram emoji.
Wow, beautiful. Actually, now, why don't you, alright, so now all the viewers that are watching us, why don't you all post your different emojis or different words, a little bit more complicated, something that might not be familiar for Manitya Madhurananda, and something different which cannot be easily guessed. You all the viewers that are watching this can go ahead and post the words that you want Manitya Madhurananda to read in the comment section. Please go ahead and feel free to start posting. We have Poonam Ingol, who Manitya Madhurananda read the latest comment. Now, all the others that are watching this as well, please go ahead and you all can feel free to post anything that you want Manitya Madhurananda to read under the comment section.
Actually, I also have to ask all the viewers, how all the people who are commenting, even you can acknowledge how correct Madhurananda was reading. You all can go ahead and write it in the comments.
Alright, so meanwhile, Manitya Madhurananda, can you scroll through the comment section, a little bit more on top, and read who all have offered the super stickers? You can read out their names. Just the people who have offered super stickers and what color is the notification coming.
Okay, so we have Celine G, CHF 5, and then it's green in color, and Namaskar, it's come in blue color, and then Anna Maria Kilo, $5, and it's come in blue. And then, is there anyone else? About that, I think that's the first one. And then after that, there's Nidhi Tom.
Actually, we have more people.
And then actually MF1 in Chinese. Oh, okay. Yes. So we have Velasque, Hola Ma, no sé si hablas español, pero quería ponerlo. I don't know how to understand Spanish, but yeah. And then Ma Bhakti Vasananda, Nithyananda, and she has put an exclamation mark, and then a flower emoji, a rainbow emoji, and a
can say. Oh, sorry, Ma. Go ahead. Sorry. I think the next comment what you read, I overspoke. Sorry.
Ma Bhakti Vasananda has put Nithyananda an exclamation mark with a flower emoji, rainbow emoji, and a smiley emoji. Then now Edson Ontario has put 6 heart emojis.
Beautiful.
Wonderful.
It was so wonderful, so exciting. Thank you so much for a brief but very exciting demonstration of these Shaktis. Thank you so much.
The best news for all the viewers is that you all are also going to be able to manifest this Shakti towards the end of the darshan today. And thank you so much, Manitya Madhurananda. Amrita, you can actually remove her eye bands now.
Thank you so much, Ma. And thank you so much, Manitya Madhurananda. And dear viewers, so far what we saw was an experiential understanding, or we all have seen experientially what is it that you will experience when you receive Diksha. in the next session, let us see what is the Diksha you will receive and like what happens exactly. Who is Devi Parashakti, or how these Akashic readings will happen, what are these Akashic readings, and much more. So stay tuned, joining with you all in the next session. We'll be guiding you all through another beautiful segment where you are going to be experiencing, understanding, or seeing what are these Akashic readings and who is Devi Parashakti. Thank you all. Thank you so much. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with you all after a short break.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifest the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Priya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But the Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support, and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. Whole world should become Kailasian.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great to contribute to the world. We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that.
Kailasa is proper customized spiritual service helping you to identify your root patterns of suffering. We have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background. You will have lowest reactionary assumptions, highest awakened response, alive response for life continuously. Kailasa is enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever you are. Proper customized spiritual service helping you to complete with your life negativity, withdrawal from life, self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt, so much of tiredness, laziness. We can support you aligning your diet, your attitude, your aptitude, your understanding about life. We can help you with everything. If you are interested in enlightenment, we will immediately bring this to you. If you are not interested, we will explain the whole science, inspire you and make you interested in enlightenment science. We need to cater this enlightenment science to the whole world wherever they are, because enlightenment is the birthright of all human beings. Kailasa is responsible to provide that to all human beings. Kailasa is the totality of the knowledge I received from my gurus and practice manifested in my life, perfected by teaching millions of people from all cultures, time zones, backgrounds, genders, nationality, race, from every creed. Om Nithyananda
Nithyananda, welcome back to all of the viewers who are joining us today for this special program, Devi Parashakti, Akashic reading. In the last segment, we were able to witness a beautiful, astounding demonstration of the power manifestation, where Nityananda Gurukul Balasans had shown us, demonstrated for us the powers of Paramashiva. In this next segment, we'll be understanding who is Devi Parashakti and what are Akashic readings. Today, during this segment, we'll understand what are the cosmic principles which Devi Parashakti embodies, what are the qualities which she has. Yes, we can go on to the next slide. Next slide, please. Yes, next slide, please. Yes, we can go on to the next slides. Yes. Today, in this segment, we'll be understanding who is Devi Parashakti and what is the divine feminine consciousness. Yes. Devi Parashakti is the ultimate pure feminine consciousness. All great things can easily start with the mother, as early as the first connection that you had. Bhuvaneshwari is the cosmic mother, the cosmic womb from which billions and billions of universes come in and go out, where the Big Bang and black holes all go in and come out. Parashakti is the source of all of us. We can all understand, relate with Parashakti as the cosmic mother, as this relationship is the most fundamental in our lives. We all came from Parashakti, stay in Parashakti, and go back to Parashakti. We are literally, all of us, waves in the ocean called Parashakti. Devi Parashakti is the source Shakti of the whole cosmos itself, from which we all came and which we will all go out of. Parashakti is what will always be there, what will stay, and what will come. We all start from Parashakti, stay in Parashakti, raise in Parashakti, and deeply raise in Parashakti. The next slide, please. Parashakti is the deity of the sacred feminine and the divine consort of Bhagavan Paramashiva, the Lord of superconsciousness. Parashakti is the embodiment of Tyaga. Divine feminine consciousness as such is extremely unique to Hinduism, to Sanatana Hindu Dharma. The unique consciousness of the spiritual consciousness from the Vedic tradition is the feminine worship. Even if everything was taken out of the Vedic tradition, everything was lost. If the one sacred feminine tradition was there, then everything can be revived back. Everything can be revived back. That is why the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism even says that sacred feminine worship is the seed for the entire Sanatana Hindu Dharma. There are at least 10,000 sampradayas, but if just one, the Vedic feminism, the Vedic feminine worship survives, that is enough to bring the whole Vedic tradition back. And not only this, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself practiced the feminine worship, the Devi worship, from a very young age. And he has been a worshipper of the divine feminine from a very young age. Throughout his whole biography, there's so many deep and sacred instances that show and tell us this, the extremely powerful worship and devotion that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism carries for Devi Parashakti. The next slide, please. And even many of the great incarnations, the avatars of Sanatana Hindu Dharma, such as Sri Ramakrishna himself, say and are worshippers of the divine feminine, and they all were sourced from this divine feminine worship, as in they themselves practiced the sacred tradition of divine feminine worship, and they had extremely astounding enlightenment experiences from this tradition. Yes, the next slide, please. So now let us understand, what are Akashic readings? The Akashic readings are the archives from the cosmic archives. And today, during the Devi Parashakti Akashic reading, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, manifesting as Devi Parashakti herself, will be reading out from the cosmic archives. The Akashic reading is a archive of everything that has happened, happening, and has happened. We will now go on to the next segment after a short break.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Yes, so let us now understand, what are Akashic readings? First of all, Akashic records are created in space. Whatever has happened is happening or is yet to happen. Nothing can be destroyed. Please understand that your actions, thoughts, your emotions, words, everything is always kept in the cosmic archives of everything that has happened, happening, and that will happen. Akashic records are the verbal and visual 5-dimensional document of whatever is happening in the universe constantly. And all of the things, all of the forces of your DNA, all of that is stored in the Akashic records. You can access some of these just to understand and not to waste time doing the same actions again and again. It is not a prediction, it is a reading from the cosmic archives. There is no such thing as the past, present, and future. Beyond space, creation happens, destruction happens simultaneously. And in the dimension of time starts the past, present, and future. But in the Akashic records, there is no past, no present, and no future. That is why we call it as happened, happening, and yet to happen. And each of these are already clearly recorded. In the words of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself, nobody has a right to comment on the readings. Nobody has a right to manipulate these readings. Nobody has a right to interpret or comment these readings. They are complete unto themselves. For anybody living in tune with the cosmos, the Jivan Mukti, living enlightenment, does not need any special practice other than listening to these great readings again and again. When you listen to these great readings, naturally your negative logic is penetrated, broken, and all the great truths settle inside of your inner space, and they ultimately make you live enlightenment. As the avatar of Paramashiva, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has graced humanity with the blessings and darshan in the form of Devi Parashakti. And he is revealing the answers to all of the questions, the yearning of the seekers, giving them solutions, breakthroughs, and liberating humanity from pain and suffering. Any answer given by Devi Parashakti is not just an answer, it is a karmic breakthrough for the receiver. In the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, in Dharana 61, Sutra 84, the scriptural reference for manifesting the power of Akashic reading goes, Akasham vimalam pashyam kritva drishtam nirantaram sabdatma tatkshanad devi bhairavam vapuranyunat. Bhagavan Paramashiva says, looking at the spotless infinite etheric space Akasha, beyond the sky and the clouds, one should fix one's gaze from the third eye without blinking, continuously, and make the body and inner space steady and motionless. In that very moment, O Devi, one attains the nature and powers of the infinite space Bhairava. In the Hindu Purana, the Mahabharata narrates the story of the sage Maitreya, who reveals to the sage Vidura the story of his birth in human form and reasons of all of his suffering. The sage Maitreya accessed the Akashic records and told Vidura that he was not an ordinary man, but was in fact an incarnation of Yamaraj. He was to play the part of a so-called Shudra for 100 years, being cursed by Mandukya Muni. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism says that all the information you collected from all of your births is in your DNA. You can access some of these just to understand and not waste time doing the actions again and again. Accessing the DNA code, reading the Akashic records will be useful for you to be liberated from your default future, bringing an end to binding cognitions and the known and unknown suffering, leading you to experience enlightenment. The initiated Balasans can view the Akashic records. However, only an avatar can alter, edit, and upgrade and change the Akashic records. During the Darshan and Dikshas, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism blesses and upgrades the Akashic records as per the prayer of the devotee. The most accurate and unbiased answers to any question about your life, destiny, purpose, or any everyday life is what you can understand from these Akashic readings. You can be spiritually healed of physical and emotional problems with just a look, and you can understand the reasons behind your happening on earth. Receive blessings to fulfill your desires and get the clarity to redesign your future entirely. This is what you can experience from the Akashic readings. And in just a few hours, we'll be able to sit in the presence of Devi Parashakti herself and be able to imbibe the Akashic records as what she reveals at this day and age, which is most needed for the whole of humanity to listen and imbibe. With this, we will be moving on to the next segment in today's program. We'll be right back with you shortly after a quick break.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
So this absolutely perfected knowledge available to you, served to you in your home without even you moving out of your couch, free of cost. What I mean by the word Kailasa, listen intensely. Enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself, in your own home, wherever you are. If you cannot come to Kailasa, it's okay. Kailasa can come to you. Kailasa coming to you is Kailasa.
I will revive Hinduism. I am a Hindu revivalist, not by any revolution, but by evolution. And setting model community. Kailasa, enlightenment ecosystems, Sarvanya Peethas all over the world.
All powerful cognition, knowledge, only when you live, power manifestation and possibilities manifestation happens. It's a fundamental truth.
Hinduism cannot live exclusively as one sampradaya. No. All sampradayas of Hinduism is an ecosystem. So don't keep quiet thinking that if one sampradaya is attacked, only that sampradaya is going to be affected. All of us are ecosystem. I invite all of you to get involved and enjoy Hinduism by the principle of Dharmo Rakshati Rakshitaha. When you protect Dharma, Dharma protects you. We will make the whole planet flourish spiritually. The spiritual prosperity will happen to the whole planet. We all have to coexist together.
We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support, and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. Whole world should become Kailasians.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great to contribute to the world. We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that.
Kailasa is proper customized spiritual service helping you to identify your root patterns of suffering. We have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background. Paramashivoham.
And welcome back to your viewers. And so far, all of us saw about who is Devi Parashakti, what are these Shaktis, what is it that we are all going to be experiencing today, what are Akashic records, what can you ask in Akashic records, and much more. And in this segment, we are going to be seeing a very, very profound and a very beautiful, this is going to be a very exciting, very enlightening, and at the same time, extremely scientific segment where all the revelations that Devi has revealed so far, each and every one of them have manifested as reality. Now, one is blessing people personally for them to manifest wealth, health, giving them blessings, protection, etc. One more is where, out of her deepest compassion, Devi has revealed many, many truths, the events that are yet to unfold for humanity to foresee, and she has revealed, predicted that for humanity's sake. Many of these revelations are scientific, statistically provable, and each and every one of them are manifesting as reality. Now, in this segment, we are going to be taking you all through a scientific outlook upon all the revelations that Devi has given. And we are not, of course, there's so many revelations that Devi has given, which are not just in particular to in an individual, but many of them are in general, where for the whole of humanity, it can be applied. And of course, now in the interest of time, we are just going to be doing one. We're going to be seeing one such topics, one or two such revelations. So we are going to be taking you all through a very interesting segment. So stay tuned and watch through. So on the 8th of June, 2021, Devi Parashakti revealed a powerful revelation. So we are going to be seeing what was these revelation, what did Devi reveal, and what out of that has manifested as reality. So on the 8th of June 2021, Devi revealed, and I'm going to be reading out the rough translation of what Devi revealed.
This Bhumandala and the Jati ecosystem, the caste ecosystem, Hindu, Jnana, Sannyasa, Yoga, Grahastha, multiple spiritual ecosystems are created for the souls to come back and rebirth and grow more and more towards enlightenment, quickly, easily, in accelerated speed and space. Now, too many souls from the cosmos is landing into this Bhumandala to be part of Kailasa and to manifest Kailasa. Next slide, please. That is the reason the rate of expansion of the universe has been accelerated, and the intense ecosystem of great enlightened beings and incarnations to land is being manifested by me through my Nijavatara Nithyananda and this Kailasa. All the blessed, fortunate beings will be attracted to Kailasa and experience liberation.
Kailasa is a space where Sanatana Hindu Dharma, the cosmic science, is nationalism. The cosmic law is a country law. Sanatana Hindu Dharma is nationalism. This cosmic truths will be the truths of the country. Society, ecosystem, society, country, judiciary, ecosystem, all these of Kailasa will be aligned to the cosmic law, the cosmic energy, the universal existential truth. Because Kailasa, the cosmic ecosystem, is manifesting, expansion of universe has been accelerated. Universe is celebrating the happening of my Nija Avatara, Nithyananda, and this Kailasa. Now, let us see an interesting video on how the universe is not just expanding, its expansion is accelerating. This is exactly what Devi revealed on the 8th of June 2021. It's a very, very profound revelation which can be scientifically established as well. Everything what Devi is revealing is not just cosmic, it is not just mystical, it is extremely scientific, a reality that is happening. So let us watch a very interesting video on this topic.
You are looking at the most detailed three-dimensional map of the universe known to humankind, and it's called the Sloan Digital Sky Survey. Scientists from around the world have just completed a 20-year-long survey of the night, measuring the positions and distances of more than 4 million galaxies and quasars. This detailed map will help scientists shed light on the remaining mysteries of the universe. Let's go on a journey from the local stars to the largest scales of our universe. Beyond the local stars that draw familiar constellations in the night sky in the neighborhood of the Earth, in addition to our own Milky Way, billions of galaxies are spread throughout the observable universe. Moving faster than light, we will take you through space in a place in the Milky Way all the way out to the large-scale structures of the visible universe, and we'll tell you about how we're mapping it out. Since 1998, the scientific community has realized that the universe is not only expanding, but its expansion is accelerating. This unexpected acceleration constitutes one of the major conundrums in physics. From a theoretical perspective, the acceleration may be accounted for by either assuming that there exists some mysterious dark energy, or by modifying Einstein's theory of gravity, called general relativity. In the same year, the Sloan Digital Sky Survey was launched to tackle this enigma of the accelerating expansion of the universe. The Sloan Digital Sky Survey is a vast collection of the angular positions of galaxies observed in the sky, as well as their distances from us, determined by observing the systematic shift of galactic light induced by the expansion of the universe, the so-called redshift. In this new map of our universe, the large dark patches are mostly regions obscured by the Milky Way that cannot be observed. During the last 20 years, through 4 exploratory phases, the Sloan Digital Sky Survey has created the most detailed 3-dimensional maps of the universe. To achieve this, it focused on different classes of galaxies: nearby galaxies, red galaxies, more distant star-forming galaxies, and superluminous distant active galaxies called quasars. The 4th and latest Sloan survey took place from 2014 till 2020. During this time, the new project called the Extended Baryon Oscillation Spectroscopic Survey, or EBOS for short, continued previous Sloan mapping of the extragalactic sky and just recently finished measuring distances for 1 million galaxies and quasars. These successive surveys allow scientists to trace the large-scale structures of the universe up to a fraction of its horizon, represented by the cosmic microwave background emission, seen here as a colorful pattern projected onto a sphere. The cosmic microwave background is the thermal relic of the universe, which dates back to about 400,000 years after the birth of the universe, also known as the Big Bang. Adding the EBOS data to the previous Sloan exploratory phases 1, 2, and 3, the Sloan Digital Sky Survey now has a database of 4 million galaxies and quasars, assembling the largest and most complete 3D map of the universe to date. This unprecedented achievement provides scientists with new tools for shedding light on dark energy and also for constraining the theory of general relativity, leading to a better understanding of the fundamental laws that rule our universe.
In this video, what all of us saw was a very, very profound revelation. Actually, we all can see exactly as per Devi revealed. Actually, it was a slide. Yes.
Actually, Devi had revealed that the universe is accelerating and expanding just because so many beings are waiting to get liberation, and they are waiting to come, and they are waiting to come and become part of Kailasa. Exactly like that, we are seeing the universe is expanding. And here, if this is a news from National Geographic, which says how the universe seems to be expanding faster than all expectations. So this is the exact reason Devi had revealed also. The further slides, please. Like how Swami says, universe is not just expanding, its expansion is accelerated. Fresh evidence suggests that the universe is expanding faster today than it did in its infancy. A difference that has set off a search to understand what cosmic forces could be at play. If confirmed, the changing rate, which is 9% faster than it had been projected, would force us to reconsider a fundamental aspect of the cosmos.
And we all can see another study from the Harvard University. Before that, we have a small question from one of our viewers. Ma Nirosha Jayasekara is asking, is there a form to ask the questions from Devi? Yes, Ma Nirosha, the very chat where you are, and as you're already a member as well, yes, you can ask your questions just right here on the YouTube section, live chat section. And also we have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have Twitter, we have WhatsApp, all possible ways in which you can ask your questions, Devi. YouTube, you can definitely ask, and as you're already a member, you can ask yes. Hope this answers your question, Ma. There's no specific form, as all of these are already there for us to ask the questions to Devi Parashakti. Yes, back to the topic now. All of us can see another research published by Harvard University where they say that the expansion of universe is still accelerating. And they said that there are independent results that have now demonstrated that time and time again, universe is accelerating in its expansion. So even if we took type 1A, supernova, out of the picture, they say that we still have sufficient evidences, including the fluctuation in the cosmic microwave, the microwave background, which is radiation from the early universe, amongst the others. So the Harvard has published a research where they say how the universe is accelerating in its expansion. Now, what all these science has proved is what the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been revealing. Let us watch another video where Swamiji is talking about the expansion and the acceleration of universe.
Listen. The key information, the key line I wanted to bring all your attention through this video is universe is not just expanding, its expansion is accelerated. Please understand. Last few years, I am screaming in top of my voice that superconscious breakthrough is happening. Please understand. It is not only just the physics level. The universe expansion is accelerated. It's a dark energy, the dark matter in that level, the unmanifest, in avyakta, unmanifest level itself, the expansion is accelerated intensely. Please understand. The expansion is accelerated intensely in the dark energy, in the dark matter, unmanifest, avyakta swarupa of Paramashiva. See, Paramashiva's manifest form only is this world which we are all enjoying, experiencing. There is an unmanifest form of Paramashiva, dark matter, what we call dark energy, dark matter. The triggering of expansion, not just expansion, acceleration of expansion is happening from that dark energy, dark matter. Because scientists are using the word dark energy, dark matter, I am using the same word. But if you ask me to give a right word, I will say Swatta Sutta Swayam Prakasa Jyoti. I will call it a superconscious energy, superconscious matter. See, because the human eyes can't cognize, human beings are calling it as a dark matter. But because human eyes can't cognize, but third eye can cognize, I am calling it as a Swayam Prakasa Jyoti. Jyoti, light, superconsciousness, is the word rishis, enlightened beings, will use. But unfortunately, scientists have their own limitation. With the two eyes, when you see something which is not seen, you call it as dark. With three eyes, when you see something and you know it cannot be seen by the two eyes, you call that as Jyoti. Sutta Swayam Prakasa Jyoti. Jyoti Mandala. What we show as Jyoti of Arunachala, what exists as unmanifest of Paramashiva, is one and the same. Please listen. This acceleration of expansion is from the unmanifest, avyakta sarira of Paramashiva, the unmanifest space of Paramashiva. From that, the acceleration of expansion is happening. Now, the superconscious breakthrough is imminent. It has to happen. It is happening. I have been sent to planet Earth to facilitate this one.
Yes. Dear viewers, what all of us are seeing now, I'm sure is thrilling and exciting each and every one of us. Because, see, Swamiji beautifully tells one statement, which completely, like, it took me by shock, but this one statement stayed in me forever. Swamiji tells how advanced Hinduism is. It's so advanced that the last frontier of science is the threshold for spirituality. Because what we are, how advanced Hindus are, and Devi's revelation just precisely right to the dot that science is almost catching up with what Devi is revealing. So let's continue on further. I request if further slides be projected. Swamiji very, very beautifully revealed. Universe is not just expanding every moment. The Brahmanda is constantly accelerating in its expansion. The speed is increasing. Yes. Now, what we saw is a scientific segment. Science always takes us by awe and by fascination. Next, what we have for you all is a very joyful, very exciting, but a very a realistic experience segment where you are not just going to be seeing what science is, but you are going to be seeing what happens, what can the answers from Devi Parashakti, or what can having Swamiji in your life do to you in reality, practically in your life. So joining with us in this segment will be Manitya Purna Priyananda and Ma Subha Kalyana Sundaram, and we are going to be having a very, very interesting and a very exciting sharing on how powerful Devi Parashakti's Akashic readings are and how magical it is to have Swamiji in our life. So I welcome both Manitya Purna Priyananda and Ma Subha Kalyana Sundaram. They are going to be joining us with us to share the experience and much more just after a short break. So stay tuned.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. have lowest reactionary assumptions, highest awakened response, alive response for life continuously. Kailasa is enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever you are. Proper customized spiritual service helping you to complete with your life negativity, withdrawal from life, self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt, so much of tiredness, laziness. We can support you, aligning your diet, your attitude, your aptitude, your understanding about life. We can help you with everything. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Welcome back to your viewers. Nithyananda, welcome back to your viewers. Now we will be entering into a very exciting segment after hearing about who Devi Parashakti is and how she is manifested through the body of the HDH, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. So now we will be entering into very exciting sharing from Ma Shubha, who is from the US. She'll be sharing her miracle experience with Swamiji and Devi. And you guys can hear a little bit more about how she has experienced so many different boons and blessings from Swamiji himself. Welcome, Ma. Nithyanandam.
Nithyanandam, Ma. Nithyanandam,
Thank you so much for joining us, Ma. Nithyanandam.
Nithyanandam, thanks for having me here, Ma.
Thank you so much, Ma. So if you can just introduce yourself, Ma, and tell us a little bit about your backgrounds.
Yes, Ma. I'm Shubha from Atlanta, USA. And I worked as account manager like around 12 plus years, and recently I quit my job and taking just a break, kind of. So that is my background. I have a wonderful family as my son and husband. With Swamiji's blessing, our life is so beautifully blossoming.
Wow. So how long have you been connected to Swamiji, Ma?
Since 2009, I met Swamiji. Yeah, that was my first experience. Magically, my Swamiji healed my leg pain. That is when I met Swamiji for the first time in US. So,
Swamiji was when he healed you.
Yeah, yes, ma. That is how I was like deeply connected and recognized.
Wow.
Yeah, Paramashiva.
Can you share a little bit about that experience, Ma?
Yes, ma. Like it was like from 2002 till 2009, I was going through a severe foot pain, and I took so many treatments here, but still it was not at all healing any way getting better in that. So that's when my Swamiji. I heard Swamiji is in Houston, and my sister and brother are there in Houston. So uh, my brother wanted me to come there and my sister too. So I just flew here there for attended 2-day program. So the first day after the uh, end of the first day, we used to have the individual darshan, right? So that's when I went to Swamiji and said, like, I have this pain and it's not going off. I took so many treatments, and in single touch, he in the
Wow.
Sahasrara, you will be healed. Don't worry. And
Wow.
it was in the later night. Usually the darshan comes in the late night, right? And immediately since the morning, early morning itself, I started seeing the difference. I was able to.
So
It was instant. It was instant.
Wow. That's the thing about Swamiji's blessings. They'll always manifest instantly. It's like
instantly, yeah.
that's beautiful, Ma.
Yeah. So since then, I know Swamiji is something, not a normal human body like me.
Paramashiva.
He is Paramashiva. So
Wow.
yeah, that was my first experience with Swamiji, and then and after a few months also he came in my dream and healed my stomach pain. That was like about that pain was going on for like almost close to an year. And Swamiji used to say, right, in satsang, we might have heard many times, like, I won't just bless you or whatever you write and give. The unanswered questions also, or that is also blessed. So likewise, like I went in North Carolina once for attending the Kalpataru. It's a 1-day program. I thought of asking healing for Swamiji, like healing for my stomach pain, but when I went near him, I felt like, come on, it is like so baby thing to ask such an avatar to heal my stomach pain. So I didn't ask, ma. I didn't ask. And then we came back to Atlanta, and then within a week, he came in my dream. It's still stays fresh in my mind. It's like around 2011, I believe. It's almost 10 years now, right?
Almost a decade.
Yeah,
Wow.
he came in my mind, in my dream. It is a vision, obviously. So he healed me in the dream. Until now, I didn't have that pain even a single time. So,
oh my God. So literally something you didn't even ask for. He knew.
No.
He
knew
came to you physically and healed you.
Yeah.
Wow.
So beautiful connection.
Beautiful experience. Wow.
Yeah. Such
Gosh, so beautiful how he attends to all of the things that you've asked for, but even all the other things that you've not
other
asked
things
for.
that we have asked. Yeah, I have not asked for it.
Beautiful.
Yes, ma'am.
So recently, I heard you had an experience with your father, where Swamiji had healed your father. Can you share a little bit about that?
Yes, ma. Like in 2020, early January, my dad got hospitalized. He was in ICU, so I was there with him that time, and it is in India, in Coimbatore, and I don't know. I have no clue what happened to him. It was just we went for a common checkup, but that turned into be a trauma for him. So the Swamiji, because of Swamiji blessing, healing only, he is alive. So like each and every step, he took care of my dad and my entire family so beautifully.
Wow.
And
so his healing was also instant, ma?
Sorry, ma?
His healing was also instantly?
Yeah, he was gradually getting better from ICU, but he was taking care. Even now with the Swamiji blessing, only my dad is improving a lot in his health condition.
Wow.
Like one of the thing I would like to share here is like there are many miracles happened. It was like he was hospitalized for about 4 months. Like every time it is some other miracle will be happening with Swamiji
Wow.
blessing. But one I would particularly want to say is um, when I was in the room with when he shifted to the room, I was with my dad, and the doctor came for regular visit. He'll come. He checked everything, and he said like, yeah, he's all doing good, getting better, everything is fine. And he went down, and within few minutes, the nurse came up to me and said like, the doctor is calling you to his office. I was like really shaken. What is wrong? Just now he came and said everything is sounds good. He's getting better, but I was like so much panic. And his office is in the downstairs, like in the second floor. And I was like literally holding this Kantamala, like holding, Swamiji, please run to me. I don't know what the doctor is going to say.
Emergency 911.
Yeah, it is. I was like literally holding tightly, please. Literally run to me. I'm a Tamilian, so I say like, Odi vanga Sami, please. So I don't want to hear anything from the doctor except he should ask about you and any good news. That's it. I don't want to hear anything else from him. So I was literally holding my Kantamala and praying to Swamiji and went to his office. You know what, Ma? Exactly the doctor asked about Swamiji.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That was it. He didn't ask anything about, he didn't give you any bad news?
No, anything bad news about my dad. He said like, your dad is really improving good. As I held my Kandamala, whatever I asked, only that two things happened. I asked for one, asked Swamiji only two things. He said like, he should ask about only you, Swamiji, and then he should share only good news about my dad. Only these two. Exactly these two.
Exactly that manifested.
That was so very particular one I would like to
That's
share.
a beautiful experience.
Yeah. He's such a compassionate. Each and every step, Swamiji was with me when I was in the hospital with my dad. Another thing I would like to share is when my dad is in ICU, I was in a different room, staying in the hospital itself. Every time when I walk into the ICU, it is like a little pathway that we have to walk a little long to reach into that room. So I used to have like, so much palpitation, and my stomach will be like doing something all nervous related thing.
Yes.
And that day, particular night, I saw Swamiji in my dream. He was walking near the building. And then walking near the pathway, entering into the ICU and standing near my dad's, dad, and touching my dad's head. That was I saw. I was like wondering, when I wake up, I was like, wow, Swamiji walked all these and that pathway also, and then stood Swami. I didn't realize what was the significance of that. But when I wake up, I didn't realize what. So all I knew is like he came and healed my dad. That was the only cognition I had. But the main thing is when I leave my footwear, like in the ICU, we cannot wear our slippers. We cannot enter with our slippers. So we have to leave the slipper in one place and walk. So that walkway is like all the time was terrible for me. But after the vision, when I walk onto I felt like so much gratitude. I don't know, Swamiji was walking all this way. He could have directly, when he is landing, he can directly land next to my dad, right? It is,
just to give you that
just to give me, no, you're my daughter. I am walking in this so that you could feel. Even the tiny bit he took care of me, Ma.
Oh my gosh. Even just that little discomfort or anxiety he heals.
Yeah. Wow. He want me to heal that also, right? So since then, whenever I walk into that pathway, I used to had tears or like blissful. I did not had any the previous nervous related emotions or anything else at all. I
Just
was like,
remembering him then.
yeah, just remember this is the pathway my Swamiji walked. How beautiful it is, right?
Wow. So it became from something that was anxiety inducing to like something that brings so much of joy and
Yeah.
remembering Swamiji.
Yes, ma. That was
Wow,
so
such a
beautiful.
beautiful experience.
Yeah. Even tiny bit I wanted to share, like even that tiny bit he took care of me. Even now.
Absolutely. In the
Yeah.
minutest thing
Yeah.
that you didn't even think to ask, but
No.
he took care of. Wow, ma.
Yeah.
So how, I mean, your father was in the hospital and he's come out of the ICU now. How has your experience been with Swamiji during the pandemic? You know, there's so much of, like you said, you were just anxious about walking to see your father. Now, you know, having your parents, I mean, are they still in India now?
Yes. Yeah.
So, I mean, how has it been having that reassurance of having Swamiji in your life, knowing that he's taking care and attending to every small aspect, even in such a crisis?
Yeah. Truly speaking, ma, honestly, I did not feel anything like this pandemic's happening. So such a beautiful space Swamiji has given me and of course to everyone.
Wow.
I don't like feel like this whole pandemic is going on in the whole world. Um, because I feel he is always there within me. He is protecting me, guiding me in every possible way. So,
and he's physically showing you that too. So.
yeah, exactly. I have so many experience Swamiji has given me. So personally, I feel like, of course, the world is going through whatever I can see it, but it is not affecting my inner space.
Absolutely. And so when you see this and your experience compared to so many other people's experience, how does it make you feel for other people who don't have Swamiji? And why do you feel that Swamiji is needed in every being's life, whether they're Hindu or they're not Hindu, or they're spiritual, they're not spiritual, especially at a time like this when such a huge crisis is going on? Why do you feel that Swamiji is the one who can bring everyone out of that?
Yes, ma, because I have my personal experience. I feel like any human being, if you're born as a human being, it's Swamiji's presence in their life is really mandatory. I would say it is not required because so much beautiful, so much. My life has transformed so much, so beautifully. Before I see Swamiji and after 2009. I could not even think like how I used to be in before Swamiji. That memory is like I almost erased, kind of. There is anything little bit hanging over. I'm not having any impact in my inner space. So the life I'm seeing right now is so different. Whatever it happens, it is Swamiji is there, and his teachings are really giving me strength and the powerfulness and courage to face what everything is auspicious. What Swamiji is, yeah. So these are the things that we have to, as a human being, we have to live the truth that Swamiji is saying, and achieve the enlightenment or mukti. So
absolutely,
yeah.
It's actually what you perfectly said, like how your life has transformed so much, and how so much of your old self you don't even remember, because Swamiji is giving you so much of security and attending to you in every possible way. It's like the old you, that anxiety or that fear that you might have had previously, you don't even remember that person anymore.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
True. So why we don't need to live in pain and suffering, right? It's a beautiful life to enjoy. Human body is such a blessed blessed to take. Like that is the ultimate birth to have an enlightenment, right? Possibility is there only in human body form. So why to live in a pain and suffering. Better yeah, as Swamiji says, everyone are Paramashiva. We can live beautifully,
Experience that.
right? Yeah,
Yes,
peacefully.
absolutely. And like the only way is when people wake up and realize that Swamiji is the only one who can guide them through that and give them that experience and bring them out, especially at any crisis that they might be going through.
Right, ma. Yes, ma. And especially in this pandemic, so beautifully, Swamiji is giving us Devi Parashakti, Akashic reading darshan. He's
Absolutely.
attending to
Day in and day out, he's
everyone.
there.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
so much he is
And it's so
giving.
beautiful. Exactly. Even like for people who are not devotees or disciples or followers or anything.
But he is answering for the questions and opening
Absolutely.
up. Like India is so much going through with this pandemic now, and Swamiji has opened every ashram in his in India for everyone,
Absolutely.
every single person.
Exactly.
Right? Whether you are a devotee or non-devotee, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right?
It's just
So
an infinite compassion.
yes, exactly, ma. So much the compassion.
Yes.
It's
Exactly. He's the only
unbelievable.
one who's really.
Yeah.
Exactly. He's the only one who's really able to stand for people and bring them out of this
Yeah.
deluge that is happening.
Right. Yeah.
It's beautiful, Ma.
Wonderful.
Thank
I'm
you
so
so
blessed
much,
to
Ma.
have. Thank you, ma. Thank you so much for having
Yes,
me
Ma.
here.
Thank you so much
Nithyananda.
for joining us, Ma. It's really beautiful sharing you had today. And I
Thank
think
you.
a lot of viewers would have connected with your experiences, especially hearing all, not just recently, but from 2009, you've had so many beautiful healing experiences.
So many, ma. So many.
And personally, it's how Swamiji's attended to you.
Right.
That's
I
beautiful,
feel so
Ma.
blessed to have Swamiji in my life. Thank you, ma.
Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, ma. Nithyananda.
Thank you, Nithyananda. Dear viewers, you've just heard a beautiful sharing from Mashaba about all her healing experiences from 2009 till now. Even any small, minute problem she's ever had, she knows that Swamiji's been there for her. And especially during such a crisis, Swamiji is the only one who you can turn to. So hearing this, I hope you all take the time to connect with Swamiji and Devi during this crisis and ask your questions and receive the blessings of Devi and Swamiji directly. And now we will be concluding this segment and after a short break. Thank you, Nithyananda.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Nithyananda, everyone. Welcome back. So we'll be beginning the next segment with the Sadguru Vandana. Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtin Dvandvatitam Gagana Shadrisham Tattvamasyaadilakshyan Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Yes. So we had an amazing sharing from the initiated disciple of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, how she had experienced beautifully over these years after the initiation from the avatar, the incarnation directly. So now, let us move to the next segment. How can we offer our deep gratitude to Parashakti? In what way can we offer our devotion to her before we have her darshan? So let us understand first about the significance of an offering. So offering is a giving of divine gift of pure love, devotion and oneness. And it consists of two parts. Number one is you giving and number two is whoever you're giving, that person is accepting it. So only when the divine is accepting whatever you're offering, the offering itself becomes complete. So the offering is not made out of any fear or greed.
But when an avatar lands, the offerings are purely a part of the grand Leela, played out only for the purpose of enlightenment itself. So let us understand more about the significance of an offering and what all offerings we can give to Parashakti. So let us invoke Parashakti, the Dhyana Sloka from the Mula Agama of the Manonmani Dhyana. Induni bhaveda karavahni nayanam syat pankaja varabhaya japaksha sarayuktam angahimabhushana vichitra vasanam syat tunga makutojvala manonmani swarupam. It's the beautiful Dhyana Sloka from the Mula Agama of Manonmani Dhyanam. It says, Parashakti with moon-like face, who is holding the books on one hand, fire in eyes with lotus flower, gracing and blessing hands, and one hand with japamala, beautifully decorated with jeweled ornaments, in wonderful clothes and shining wing crown. Her name is Manonmali. We also have one more reference. It says, Dhyaye devim trinetram sashini bhavadanam vedahastam dadanam savye padbham varadam apare chabhayam chakshamalam divyairabharanair vibhushita tanum brahmadibhi pujitam devimeva manonmanim pratidinam kamarta datrim shubham. This beautiful Dhyana Sloka from the Mula Agama of Manonmani Dhyanam, it explains, I meditate on Devi with 3 eyes, glowing like a moon, and hold the Veda, lotus, and grazing with blessing and grazing hands. She is wearing beautiful ornaments. She is worshipped by Brahma and other many gods, and showers auspicious boons for all the actions every day. Yes. So, after we invoking the Devi Parashakti, what is the significance of offering the divine element gold? So the Atharva Veda beautifully says, triply born by birth in this gold from the atoms of Agni is one. It becomes dearest to Agni. One fell away from the Soma when it was hurt. One they call the seed of virtuous and powerful Apa, the watery molecules. Let that triple gold be for your long life. So this is what Atharva Veda speaks about. So, gold is a divine element. It purifies anything and everything it touches. So, it is very, very sacred in Hindu tradition, and it is an element of spiritual significance and great spiritual power of healing and enlightening. The vibration of gold has the power to infuse sattva energy and positive thought currents in anyone who wears it and anyone who sees or operates in its vicinity. So gold is present in Agamas, Vedas, Itihasas, Puranas. In all Hindu scriptures, it is abundantly displayed that gold is the most auspicious and purest metal which purifies our being. In Hindu civilization, everything was built in gold, exchanged in gold, and even the ritual feasts were offered in golden bricks. So when one was to be saved from life-threatening illnesses, gold was offered as a ritual fee. So gold was in abundance, and it was used for weighing equivalent amount of commodities, including cows. Kingdoms were built with huge doors of gold. The streets would have huge columns and huge archways made of gold. Horses and cows, everything were dressed up in gold. So Hindu civilization thrived literally on the banks of the river gold. So rivers of gold. So in this river, it was called as Hiranmaya, means the river of gold in Rig Veda. The river Saraswati was called as Hiranyavartani in Atharva Veda. So gold is the supreme element for offering gifts to the ones you love and revere. Temples are constructed and paved in gold. Deities are made in gold and decked and adorned in gold, because it just preserves the enlightenment energy for thousands of years and it lasts forever. With that, we'll be moving on to the first offering to Devi Parashakti. So the first offering is the E-Hundi offering. So the verse says, Bhakti Priya Bhakti Gamya Bhakti Vashya Bhayapaha Shambhavi Sharadaradhya Sharvani Sharmadayini. Devi is fond of true devotion and is realized through true devotion. She can be won over through true devotion. She removes all the fears. So you can offer this e-hundi offering at any amount. So whatever dakshina, the kanika you want to offer to Parashakti, you can offer it and your names will be chanted out when the puja is offered to Parashakti. So if there is any fear in the minds of devotee, the verse it says, Devi is sure to remove that fear. And it is stated that Devi likes to be worshipped in autumn, and it is meant that autumn of our lives, when thoughts turn more and more inwards, the role of the divine is known and understood very clearly. So the need for Devi worship, it literally becomes stronger. So you can also offer this beautiful e-hundi offering at any amount you wish to by clicking onto the link tiny.cc/offerings to Parashakti. So the next offering is the Sankalpa chanting. So the Devi Mahatmyam verse beautifully explains, the goddess enchants this universe and she herself gives birth to this universe. That goddess, being prayed without interest in anything, gives that knowledge that leads to salvation and gives wealth in materialistic sense. So when you offer the Sankalpa chanting, you receive utmost blessings and auspiciousness and fruition of all your desires. And whatever you wish, it will come into reality. So you can offer the Sankalpa chanting to Parashakti and receive her blessings at $1. The next offering is the offering of the Sahasranama Swarna Kasu. So the Lalita Sahasranama verse, it says, Nama Parayana Prita. So she who likes the repetition of her various names. So this is the offering of 1008 names of Parashakti, which is a very special and unique archana offered to the Mahameru of Parashakti. So you can offer the golden coin, which is inscribed with one of the names of Parashakti, 1008 names of Parashakti. And you can literally receive all the Ananta Kalyana Gunas, all the auspicious qualities and divine qualities of Devi Parashakti by offering this Sahasranama Swarna Kasu. So this Sahasranama Swarna Kasu, you can offer it at $75 or $151 or $251. The next offering is the offering of Mukta Anguti, the finger ring with a pearl. So the beautiful Meenakshi Pancharatnam, it says, Muktahara lasat kirita ruchiram purnendu vaktra prabham shinjannu pura kinkini manidaram padma prabha basuram sarvabhishta falapradam girisutam vanirama sevitam Meenakshim pranatosmi santatamaham karunyavaram nidhim. I bow to the goddess Meenakshi, whose crown has garlands of pearls and the face shining like a full moon, who wears anklets that are studded with gemstones and has small bells, who is shining like the splendor of lotus, who grants all the wishes, the daughter of the mountain, who is worshipped by goddess Vani and Rama. I remain ever bowing to the goddess Meenakshi, the ocean of compassion. So you can offer this Mukta Anguti, the pearl finger ring, and receive Devi's blessings to be showered by her compassion and pure love in all your, especially the business endeavors. So you can offer the Mukta Anguti at $251, $501 or $750. Next offering is the offering of Swarna Padma Pushpa, the golden lotus. So the Kamikagama verse, it says, all the kalasas should be wound around with suitable thread and covered with new cloth. So they should be adorned with lotus flower made of gold. So what is the significance of offering this golden lotus? So there are hundreds of scriptural references for using the lotus in the worship of Paramashivam. So almost everything in the worship of ultimate, it involves the consecration of deities of worship, or meditating on the mudras, asanas, when you are worshipping. So that involves the lotus flower, the lotus perica, lotus petals, lotus leaf. So lotus itself is a divine flower. The Shakti of Paramashiva is also called as lotus. The base of Paramashiva Linga is a lotus. The disciple of Paramashiva is also considered as a lotus. So you can offer this golden lotus in any size you wish to. And you can receive the blessings literally to achieve your state, space and powers of Parashakti literally in your inner space amidst whatever adverse situation you're actually facing in your life. You can offer the Swarna Padma Pushpa at $600. The next offering is the offering of Swarna Metti, the golden touring. So the Sastra Pramana, which explains that You whose brightness from the toenails destroys the darkness of ignorance from the minds of your devotees who literally prostrate at your feet. So, you whose brightness from your 2 feet overpowers that of the lotus flower. So, you can offer this golden toe ring. Literally, you're touching the feet of Parashakti and receiving her, the blessings from her. So, literally, when you offer the toe ring, your finger is touching Devi and you're receiving the auspicious qualities, all her blessings to remove all the obstacles in your difficult aspects of your life. So, you can offer it at $750. The next offering is the offering of Swarna Mangtika, the golden hairline jewelry. Sudha Sarabi Varshini. So it translates saying, she who makes the nectar flow in all our nerves from the Sahasrara, means she who gives the very pleasant experience of the ultimate. So the Mangtika, the hairline jewelry, it represents the nectar flowing from the Sahasrara chakra that is fully opened. So when you offer this Mangtika to Devi, you just achieve the blissful state of overflowing gratitude and completion with the grace of Parashakti. So the Swarna Mangtika, the golden hairline jewelry, you can offer it at $750. The next most beautiful offering is the Pratyaksha Pada Puja. So where the Saundalya Lahari says that the nails of Parashakti have been sharpened by constantly being touched by the crowns of celestial beings who always prostrate before thee. So Tamoguna is darkness, and in this sloka, Tamas is indicative of ignorance in the minds of devotees. And by constantly prostrating before Devi, their ignorance is removed and literally they attain knowledge, the wisdom. So here is where you have the beautiful opportunity to offer all your karmas and your deep gratitude, devotion at the feet of Parashakti and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in the upcoming Guru Purnima. It has been in the next month. So you can offer this Pratyaksha Pada Puja and receive all the auspiciousness and blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism at $1,008. So along with the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, you can also offer the Vastra Seva, and receive all the auspiciousness, the blessings at $1,008. So here is the list of all the offerings which you can offer to Parashakti. The E-Hundi offering, the Sankalpa chanting, Devi Sahasranama Kasu, the Mukta Anguti, the Swarna Padma Pushpam, the Swarna Metti, the Swarna Mangtika, Pratyaksha Pada Puja and the Vastra Seva. Yes. So here we have the link where you can go ahead and offer your offering and gratitude to Parashakti. So tiny.cc/Devi-offerings. And after you making the online payment, you can submit the details for puja and for your names to be chanted during the puja, the Sankalpa chanting, tiny.cc/Sankalpa. Yes, I keep this slide projected for you guys to go ahead and make the offering for the next few minutes and you can sign up.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda
So when you click onto the link tiny.cc/offerings, you'll be guided to this page, the Parashakti Bhava Samadhi Darshan donations. You can go ahead and choose an option where you can offer any one of these sevas to Parashaktis. For example, Swarna Padma Pushpa, which is $1,200. You can add it to the cart. As you add it to the cart, you can move on and proceed to checkout. Once you proceed to the checkout, you'll be guided to the billing details page, and after that you can place your order here. Next, after you do this online payment, you can move on to the next link, the Sankalpa link, where the Sankalpa names will be chanted. Your names will be chanted during the puja that is offered to Parashakti. So you can click on to the next and fill out all the details here in this page and submit this page for your names to be chanted during the darshan for the offering. So you also have a beautiful opportunity where during the live stream is going on, you can go ahead and offer your Kanika, the Guru Dakshina, here in the YouTube live chat. When you click on to this icon, you get an option, super sticker or a super chat. So you can offer it. So you offer your Kanika, the Guru Dakshina, we are clicking on to the super chat or the super sticker. Yes. So with that, we come to the conclusion of this segment.
Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. You are interested in enlightenment, we will immediately bring this to you. If you are not interested, we will explain the whole science, inspire you and make you interested in enlightenment science. We need to cater this enlightenment science to the whole world wherever they are. Because enlightenment is the birthright of all human beings. Kailasa is responsible to provide that to all human beings. Kailasa is the totality of the knowledge I received from my gurus and practice manifested in my life, perfected by teaching millions of people from all cultures, time zones, backgrounds, genders, nationality, race, from every creed. So this absolutely perfected knowledge available to you, served to you in your home without even you moving out of your couch, free of cost. What I mean by the word Kailasa, listen intensely. Enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself, in your own home, wherever you are. If you cannot come to Kailasa, it's okay. Kailasa can come to you. Kailasa coming to you is Kailasa.
I will revive Hinduism. I am a Hindu revivalist, not by any revolution, but by evolution. And setting model community. Kailasa, enlightenment ecosystems, Sarvanya Peethas all over the world.
All powerful cognition, knowledge, only when you live, power manifestation and possibilities manifestation happen. It's a fundamental truth.
Hinduism cannot live exclusively as one sampradaya. No. All sampradayas of Hinduism is an ecosystem. So don't keep quiet thinking that if one sampradaya is attacked, only that sampradaya is going to be affected. All of us are ecosystems. I invite all of you to get involved and enjoy Hinduism by the principle of Dharmo Rakshati Rakshitaha. When you protect Dharma, Dharma protects you. We will make the whole planet flourish spiritually. The spiritual prosperity will happen to the whole planet. We all have to coexist together.
We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support, and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. Whole world should become Kailasians.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great to contribute to the world. We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that.
Kailasa is proper customized spiritual service helping you to identify your root patterns of suffering. We have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background. You will have lowest reactionary assumptions, highest awakened response, alive response for life continuously. Kailasa is enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever you are. Proper customized spiritual service helping you to complete with your life negativity. Withdrawal from life, self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt, so much of tiredness, laziness, we can support you, aligning your diet, your attitude, your aptitude, your understanding about life. We can help you with everything. If you are interested in enlightenment, we will immediately bring this to you. If you are not interested, we will explain the whole science, inspire you and make you interested in enlightenment time. We need to cater this enlightenment science to the whole world wherever they are, because enlightenment is the birthright of all human beings. Kailasa is responsible to provide that to all human beings. Kailasa is the totality of the knowledge I received from my gurus and practice manifested in my life, perfected by teaching millions of people from all cultures, time zones, backgrounds, genders, nationality, race, from every creed. So this absolutely perfected knowledge available to you, served to you in your home, without even you moving out of your couch, free of cost. What I mean by the word Kailasa, listen intensely. Enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever you are. If you cannot come to Kailasa, it's okay. Kailasa can come to you. Kailasa coming to you is Kailasa. I will revive Hinduism. I am a Hindu revivalist, not by any revolution, but by evolution. And setting model communities. Kailasas, enlightenment ecosystems, Sarvanya Pitas all over the world. All powerful cognition, knowledge, only when you live power manifestation, and possibilities manifestation happens. It's a fundamental truth.
Hinduism cannot live exclusively as one sampradaya. No. All sampradayas of Hinduism is an ecosystem. So don't keep quiet thinking that if one sampradaya is attacked, only that sampradaya is going to be affected. All of us are ecosystem. I invite all of you to get involved and enjoy Hinduism by the principle of Dharmo Rakshati Rakshitaha. When you protect Dharma, Dharma protects you. We will make the whole planet flourish spiritually. The spiritual prosperity will happen to the whole planet. We all have to coexist together.
We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support, and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. Whole world should become Kailasians.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great to contribute to the world. We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that.
Paramashivoham.
Nithyanandam, so sorry for the inconvenience and delay. So it's a small segment. So for those of you, how you would have, for the new people who are watching the program, the Parashakti Akashic reading for the very first time. So you'll be having a doubt how to actually ask questions to Parashakti when the light darshan is going on. So we have the Kailasa's HDH Nithyananda YouTube channel over here. We have to go here and click on to the join for the membership. You can actually click on here as a first step. And after you click and you become and join as a member, you can second step, you can actually ask your questions here in the comment section. Once you become a member, you have the beautiful opportunity to ask your questions to Parashakti in terms of healing, for your health issues, in terms of mental health.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda
Sorry for technical glitch.
Paramashivoham.
So before we move on to the next segment, so this is a wonderful opportunity. So how to ask your questions to Devi Parashakti. So you become a member of the official channel of the Kailasa's Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Nithyananda channel. And you can go and type out Kailasa's HDH Nithyananda Paramashivam, and you can actually click on to the join button for the membership. And once you become a member, you can move on to the comment section here and ask your questions to Parashakti. So whatever questions you have, so in terms of your health, so in this impending COVID-19 pandemic, so many of you are actually wanting good health, good immunity to save your life. So in terms of health, in terms of your life, in terms of your past, present, future, whatever you need to ask Parashakti, you can actually post your questions here from your official YouTube channel ID, and you can comment here to receive Parashakti's lessons. And next is how to comment on the live Facebook platform. You can go to the Kailasa's SPH JGM Nithyananda Paramashivam, the Facebook page, and start following the page. So that's number one in Facebook is you can like and follow Kailasa's SPH Nithyananda Paramashivam's Facebook page. And after you follow the page, you can start asking your questions under the live stream of that day's Parashakti's Akashic reading revelations. You can see this very clearly. So I repeat again, you can go to Kailasa's SPH JGM Nithyananda Paramashivam's Facebook page, like and follow the page. And you can ask your questions in the comment section. The next is how to reply to Nithyananda's Twitter platform. So go to the Kailasa's SPH JGM HDH Nithyananda Paramashivam and start following at Sri Nithyananda on the Twitter. So once you start following the Twitter page, then you can start asking your questions in the reply section of the tweet with hashtag ask the avatar. So the live stream will be actually displayed and you can actually go and ask your questions in the reply section of the tweet with the hashtag #AskTheAvatar. So this is how you need to ask your questions in the Twitter. So you can ask your questions in YouTube, in Facebook, in Twitter, and Parashakti is actually literally available to all of us to answer all our questions on these platforms. So how to ask your questions on the Instagram platform. So step 1 is go and follow Sri Nithyananda on the Instagram platform. You can actually, once you follow here on the right top above page, then you can ask your questions in the comment section under the live stream in the Instagram platform. So again, I repeat, you can follow the Sri Nithyananda on Instagram here, right on top of the page. And then after that, you can ask your questions in the comment section. So how to ask questions in the website kailasa.org. So first step is you need to search for kailasa.org, kailasa.org. And after that, step 2 is ask your questions here in the WhatsApp chat. So you have the live WhatsApp chat options, the beautiful opportunity to right away ask your questions and receive an immediate quick response and reply. So ask your questions in the WhatsApp chat by moving to the kailasa.org official website page. Yes. So with that, we have learned how to ask our questions to Devi Parashakti. So many of you have these doubts. So you can ask your questions in Facebook, in Twitter, in Instagram, in YouTube, and in the Kailasa website page. So it's a beautiful opportunity. So thank you, everyone. So we'll be moving on to the next segment in a few minutes.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Kailasa is proper customized spiritual service helping you to identify your root patterns of suffering. We have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background. You will have lowest reactionary assumptions, highest awakened response, alive response for life continuously. Kailasa is enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever you are. Proper customized spiritual service helping you to complete with your life negativity, withdrawal from life, self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt, so much of tiredness, laziness. We can support you aligning your diet, your attitude, your aptitude, your understanding about life. We can help you with everything.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Yes, the next segment is Kailasa's multi-layered quarantine opportunity for India during COVID-19. Now let us see some of the revelations to the world by Devi Parashakti, where India is the biggest spiritual land where the enlightened beings happen again and again, flower as the enlightened beings and benefit the entire world. We cannot afford to lose the only Bharatam. We cannot afford to lose the enlightenment womb. In order to save the cosmos from the cosmic deluge, I built a ship called the Adi Kailasa. In order to protect the humanity from the cosmic deluge, I gathered together all the spiritual energy of the cosmos and built the ship called Adi Kailasa. Due to the cunning strategy of the treacherous people and the ruling of the enemies, the captain of the ship itself had to leave the ship. Now, let all come and take a good bath. Get protected and get healed and get all the benefits. Make use of the ship which I built out of huge grace and compassion, and protect yourselves from the huge cosmic deluge destructive dance. For India, I made the ship as protection, the Nithyananda Navapashana Lingam in Vaidya Sarovar. Go to Adi Kailasa. Crores of people will come there looking for health, Navapashana water, feast and medicine. To get health and protection and enlightenment India from the great destruction, I, Parashakti, made this huge ship. Even if the captain is not there, ship is there. Swamiji further revealed that at least 6 months back, I became aware that the multi-layered quarantine is needed for the people. If you are in India and if you want to immediately protect the people or your extended family in India, anyone who will listen to you, get them to our campuses. Now, let us understand what is the current scenario of the world today. The global deaths is crossing about 3.7 million people just in one day. And the current state of India struggles to track the COVID variants. The India's woeful tracking of COVID variants could jeopardize the world's fight against COVID-19. Several experts warned, even as the variant first found here spreads its claws overseas, with less than 0.1 of all the COVID positive samples sent for the genetic studies, India ranks behind 100 countries. This is such a stressful situation, especially to the medical community, where they're not able to track the COVID variants. They're not able to identify the right COVID variant that has caused the second wave of pandemic in India, especially taking away so many lives. Because of that, the people who are tested negative, they even after being tested negative, after a few days, they develop symptoms and shortness of breath, and they get admitted to the hospital, and many of them have lost lives even after being tested negative. So that has caused a lot of stress on the population. So the stats, whatever is being projected, is not really accurate because the medical infrastructure is not even ready to track the COVID variants that is happening, that has come to as a second wave in India. The corona wave has taken about 20.44 lakh people in last 24 hours. And the government is talking about the high death toll is still a concern, though the cases have receded. So the cases have receded, it's been pointed, but many of the dailies have always talked about how the government has underplayed the stats for various reasons, and that has not helped the community to come into awareness of what's going on, what's happening to them. So, but despite all of that, the high death toll is still a concern in India. And we can see here the total number of infections. In Kerala, it's about 16,000 plus infections. In Maharashtra, about 11,000 infections. And in Karnataka, about 11,000 infections. All of these infections we see just in one day, in 124-hour cycle. And here we see in Hyderabad, they have reported about 3,400 death cases. In Bihar, it climbs about 9,500 death cases. And the most importantly, the airborne transmission, which is a primary contributor to COVID-19 spread, the researcher says. So earlier it was the water droplet transmission. That was the preferred identified method of transmission as per the researchers. Now they have come into consensus saying that it is airborne transmission, which is the primary contributor to the spread of COVID. Now here, it's about the black fungus cases. So these are the secondary infections that happen as a result of the COVID vaccines, or even the people who are recovered from COVID, in both cases, the immunity levels goes very low, and because of that, they develop the black fungal infections, and these black fungal infections just grow up to 150% in 3 weeks, taking over 2,100 lives already. And the sad state of affairs is that the amphotericin B, which is the drug that is used to treat the black fungus, there is a severe shortage in India to procure these secondary infection drugs that can help the people to get cured of these infections. And today we have seen from Karnataka, the people are trying to smuggling this amphotericin B drug to other states. The highest number of these black fungal infections have been recorded in Maharashtra, followed by Gujarat, and then Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, Haryana, and Karnataka, Delhi, and Andhra Pradesh. When the first world closes their borders during a massive global emergency, it is Kailasa that has opened its doors exceptionally to everybody. Unconditionally, the doors of Kailasa has been opened up by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Before we get into the details of how the Kailasas of India has been opened up and it has served so many lives during this COVID pandemic, let's have a short break. We'll be right back.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes. I welcome you all with my love and respect. Let you all open all your three eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
If you are interested in enlightenment, we will immediately bring this to you. If you are not interested, we will explain the whole science, inspire you and make you interested in enlightenment time. We need to cater this enlightenment science to the whole world wherever they are. Because enlightenment is the birthright of all human beings. Kailasa is responsible to provide that to all human beings.
Okay, so like we mentioned in the last segment, when the first world countries closed their borders during a massive global emergency, it is Kailasa who have opened its doors to all without exception. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, has opened the COVID care centers across India. That includes Adi Kailasa in Bangalore, Bidadi, Salem Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Tiruvannamalai Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Rajapalayam Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Puduvai Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Pattanam Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Sirakapadi Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Sripuram Adinam in Hyderabad, Madurai Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Avattipalayam in Erode in Tamil Nadu, Hosur Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Baroda Adinam in Gujarat. Kailasa rushes to help as India finds itself on the verge of COVID-19 third wave. Multiple free COVID care centers were opened across India. Various social services were ordered during the pandemic in Kailasa's de facto spiritual embassies across India. Spiritual services offered during pandemic in Kailasa's de facto spiritual embassies across India. And moreover, the cosmic revelations on the global pandemic by Devi Parashakti is preparing the citizens of Kailasa. It is preparing the 2 billion Hindus and the humanity how to protect themselves in COVID. The number of social services that are offered during the pandemic in de facto spiritual embassies across India, that includes medical care, whether it is allopathy, Ayurvedic and Siddha medicine that is being given to people who have come for COVID protection, and also all the Kailaya-vasis to ensure that they are completely protected from COVID. And the campus is equipped with a number of fire safety equipments, and we've got emergency ambulances, ICU on wheels in place, and the infrastructure to accommodate thousands of people. The accommodation for multi-layered quarantine has been prepared for all the Kailaya-vasis and the people who are coming here for refuge for COVID pandemic, and also the people. Personal protective medical equipment. It's been enough that's been given to all the people involved. And as a food security management, the groceries are procured and stored for about 3 years. Next, we have the organic farming. So people, whoever is watching this segment, want to protect yourself from COVID, you can register in kailasa.org/Kailasa Care. Now, let's look at some of the highlights of what's happening in the Adi Kailasa as a readiness to house thousands of people to these COVID care protection centers. So we have the glimpses from the ministry or Kailasa's Ministry of Infrastructure in Adi Kailasa, who continues to work tirelessly in providing and making the housekeeping facilities available for those coming into Adi Kailasa Sarvanya Peetham, where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has opened up the campuses to provide a safe haven for the COVID-19 pandemic to all those seeking protection during these perilous times, especially from the Department of Housing, which is responsible for building multi-layered quarantine, living spaces, planning, construction, community development, protection of environment, and other environment conservation efforts. Sanatana Hindu Dharma has evolved as a scientific analytical civilization, and over thousands of years with unbiased intelligence perfected the building of the village and town structures for preventing the pandemic. The system, which is the most powerful way of housing with the right social structure, is being revived under the guidance of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And especially during this critical period of deadly corona wave, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has opened the campuses of Kailasa all over the India as a part of the humanitarian effort to provide the relief, safety, social, spiritual welfare to the Indian population. And here you have, you can see the participants who have come here for COVID protection. They are enjoying the morning spiritual routine. So beautiful to watch how the participants are enjoying this morning spiritual routine that includes the yoga, puja, and satsang. So here you can see they're doing the puja early in the morning. And more updates from the Department of Housing. This is from the Department of Health and Human Services in Adi Kailasa, who continue to make the traditional kashayams, which is the ancient medicine, to protect the residents of Adi Kailasa Sarvanya Peetham against the pandemic infections during these perilous times. Here, the residents are being administered the steam inhalation of various herbs such as tulasi, eucalyptus, nochi, and turmeric leaves, all of which are organically grown within the Adi Kailasa campus. Partaking of this special stream inhalation helps in boosting the lungs, improving the respiratory system, and treating infectious conditions such as cold, cough, and fever. More updates from the Department of Agriculture, which is the governing body of all the agricultural efforts and food-related activities, to ensure that all the Adi Kailasa Vasis are fed nutritiously the toxic-free, Vedagamic compliant meals. And also this department runs and maintains the organic farms of the Adi Kailasa. The department has been researching and implementing environmental friendly, sustainable, economic friendly methods of agriculture, including vertical farming, chemical and pesticide free agriculture, the usage of natural non-GMO seeds, agriculture harmonious with other forms of life like animal life in Goshala, non-violent farming, not harming the other life forms, including animals and insects which are otherwise eliminated to save the crops, and such other policies and techniques for all-inclusive, harmonious existence of all life forms in word and spirit.
One can see here Kailasa's Department of Health in collaboration with Kailasa's Department of Agriculture doing the organic farming and making the traditional kashayams to protect the residents from this COVID-19 pandemic by immunity boosting their systems. This department is a governing body for all agricultural efforts and food-related activities. The department's mission is to ensure all the residents are fed nutritious, toxin-free and Vedic agamic compliant meals. It also runs and maintains the organic farms of Adi Kailasa. The department has been researching and implementing environment-friendly, sustainable, economy-friendly methods for agriculture. And one can see over here, the Department of Housekeeping completed the final checklist, the rooms being ready for the residents and for the people who are coming to avail of the COVID care protection. All the beds, mattresses, inspection of the same to ensure that people coming are comfortable, and also all the materials used are eco-friendly. Paying attention to the details like ensuring there are sufficient electrical and wall outlet receptacles so that people can avail of the internet facilities and electrical charging points, as well as maintaining distance, sufficient distance within that accommodation itself, ensuring lockable cabinets are provided for each and every person coming. The Department of Housing inspecting the health of the cots laid in the new housing facility and ensuring even that the bed frames and the bed rails are proper so that safety is ensured. And one can see further pictures of the same. Here we have the Department of Agriculture and the Temple and the Department of Religious and Worship Services, where a family of devotees from Bangalore, they had offered organically grown mangoes from their orchard, and this whole generous donation being offered to, as per the Vedic injunctions, as per Paramashiva's ordainment, first being offered to Paramashiva himself. One can see here the mangoes being offered. So one just saw a glimpse of the various activities happening in Adi Kailasa Sarvanyapitham. And as Devi Parashakti said, the doors of Adi Kailasa open to one and all for protecting oneself from the COVID-19 pandemic. If you wish to do so, you're welcome to join the COVID Care Protection Center. How do you do that? You register through the link given here, https://kailasa.org with the double A /Kailasa Care with a single A.
Next, we are going to watch a very interesting video where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is making the Navapashana concoction way back in 2008, where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Swamiji, is spearheading this whole happening of making the Navapashana, which turned out to be today the 21 feet Anandalingam, which is going to be protecting people from the COVID. Devi Parashakti has revealed that the 21 feet Anandalingam was takes about 12 years for it to ripen, and now since it was formed, built in 2008, it was foreseen to protect people from COVID. It was built in 2008, and now the time has come where the whole thing has ripened and it is going to protect the people from pandemic. So how did Swamiji make this whole Navapashana Lingam? That's what we're going to see in this video, where you can clearly see Swamiji is micromanaging, he's guiding the entire process.
போக நவபாஷாணத்திலே பண்ணி வச்சிட்டாரு. அந்த நவபாஷாணத்தோட 1008 மூலிகைகளையும் சேர்த்து பண்றோம். சேர்த்து சுதாமூர்த்தியா பண்ணி வைக்கிறோம். அதப்பா உருண்டையெல்லாம் எடுத்துப்பா, இதுல நல்லா வேகட்டும். உள்ள அடுக்கு மேல அடுக்கு என்ன ஹீட்டு பச்சா? அந்த நெருப்பு போய் அவளை வீட்டுக்காரு இந்த நெருப்பு எங்க ஹீட்டா இருக்கணும். காரணம் எரிஞ்சது எரியுது. சாம்பலாக்கணும். குடம் போடுறதுக்கு அப்படியே போட்டு எவ்வளவு இது இருக்கு சாம்பார் நான் உருண்டை பிடிச்ச பாதி ஆயிடுதுல. மொத்தமா எரிச்சு வரும்போது பாத்தீங்கன்னா சும்மா ஒரு இவ்வளவுதான் இருக்கும். புடம் போட்டு பாத்தீங்கன்னா இவ்வளவுதான் இருக்கும். சும்மா ஒரு படிதான் இருக்கும். பருப்பு எத்தனை அதுல முக்கா சாம்பல் இருந்ததுல அதை புடம் புடிச்சிட்டீங்க. இவ்வளவுதான் இருப்பாரு. எல்லா உருண்டையும் அடிக்கிறீங்களா? நாளைக்கு தட்டுல மாற்றி மாற்றி அடுத்து பூத்து வருது பாத்தியா? அந்த சாம்பல் இருக்கு பாரு, அந்த மாதிரி மொத்தமா வேணும். அதுக்கப்புறம் திரும்ப அதை நெய் ஊற்றி இப்ப ஜலிச்சு திரும்ப அதை நெய் ஊற்றி உருண்டை பிடிச்சி எரிக்கணும். சும்மாவே கல்விக்க போறாங்க. பண்ணுங்க என்ன நல்லா பாஷா எடுத்து வந்தீங்கன்னு வீடியோவை பிடிச்சி வச்சுடா, பிடிச்சி வச்சு காமி ஜனங்களுக்கு. பழனி பாத்திரத்தை பிடிக்காங்க, இதை முடிச்சுட்டு செப்பு பிராஷ் ஏதாவது பாத்திரத்தை வச்சு அதில் பிடிங்க. அடுத்து பிடிக்கிறதுனா அப்ப நல்லா வேவும். உடம்போட போட சாஃப்ட் பார்ட்டிகிள்ஸ் மாதிரி இருந்தா அப்ப என்ன ஆகும், குழைச்சோம்னா அப்படியே கப்புன்னு சில பிடிச்சிடும். புரியுதா? பண்ணிட முடியும். மெடிசனல் குவாலிட்டி ஜாஸ்தி ஆகிடும். கியூர் ஆக ஆக இதுல சேர்க்கிற மெடிசன் வந்து குணம் கெடாம இருக்கும். சாலிட் பார்ட்டிகிள்ஸ் இருக்கிறது இதுல சேர்க்கிற மெடிசனோட குவாலிட்டி குறைஞ்சிரும். இந்த மெடிசன் பேஸ் தானே இது. போடாத, உடைச்சிடாத. நிறைய பக்கம் கொடுக்குறோம். இதை என்ன நீங்க தெரியும் அட்டாடி பிடிக்கிறீங்க. There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Priya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both.
அஞ்சலென்றடையா பயம் தரும்
Nithyanandam, welcome back. We all just saw a very historical capture of what it took to make the 21 feet Anandalinga, which is now gracing us in the Vaidyasarovar. It is not just the Navapashana traditional myths as Swamiji explained, it is also 1008 Ayurvedic herbs. This unique combination has been made to go through the requisite process as per the science of the Navapashana mix, and the whole thing purified and of course energized by the presence of Bhagwan. That energized mixture is what has gone to make this 21 feet Ananda Linga, which is literally a breathing structure in itself. Yes, it actually, the whole structure is an alive energy. And as we face the third wave of the corona pandemic, this is going to be the only savior for people to protect their lives from the pandemic and to protect themselves from the deaths that are occurring literally every minute, thousands just a little while back. The Anandalinga has been gracing this whole planet for a number of years, and as we see Guru Purnima coming, at the onset of Guru Purnima, it will actually be opened up to the world for gracing with its blessings, people to protect themselves from the pandemic. But as the years have passed since the inauguration of the Anandalinga, it has received a number of beautiful worship where Bhagwan himself has done the Abhishekam to the Anandalinga. Pada Puja has been received at its base, and various powerful, auspicious offerings being done to the Anandalinga. Let us take a short glimpse, see a short glimpse of all these beautiful traditional worship services.
அஞ்சலென்றடையா அபயம் தரும் லிங்கம் ஆனந்த நித்யன் தந்த ஆனந்தலிங்கம் பிணி நீக்கும் உயிர் காக்கும் ஞான ஒளியாக பூத்த நித்யானந்தன் தந்த உயர்லிங்கம் ஆதிலிங்கம் ஜோதிலிங்கம் அற்புதலிங்கம் ஞானலிங்கம் நித்யன் தந்த ஆனந்தலிங்கம் ஆதிலிங்கம் ஜோதிலிங்கம் அற்புதலிங்கம் ஞானலிங்கம் நித்யன் தந்த ஆனந்தலிங்கம் பதிதனி மலைவல வழிதனிலே அருமையாய் அமர்ந்த நித்யநானந்தலிங்கம். அருணயம் பதிதனிலே மலைவல வழிதனிலே அருமையாய் அமர்ந்த நித்யநானந்தலிங்கம். கருதிடும் அடியவரின் மலையெனும் துயர்களையே கடுகன உடைக்கும் நித்யநானந்தலிங்கம். கருதிடும் அடியவரின் மலையெனும் துயர்களையே கடுகன உடைக்கும் நித்யநானந்தலிங்கம். கவலைகள் விடிவுறவே அவலங்கள் பொடிப்படவே கருணையின் அருளழகாய் ஆனந்தலிங்கம். கவலைகள் விடிவுறவே அவலங்கள் பொடிப்படவே கருணையின் அருளழகாய் ஆனந்தலிங்கம். சுயமதை உணர்த்திடவே சுகமதில் நிலை பெறவே தவநிலை குயத்தும் நித்யநானந்தலிங்கம். சுயமதை உணர்த்திடவே சுகமதில் நிலை பெறவே தவநிலை குயர்த்தும் நித்யநானந்தலிங்கம். தவநிலை குயர்த்தும் நித்யநானந்தலிங்கம். ஆதிலிங்கம் ஜோதிலிங்கம் அற்புதலிங்கம் ஞானலிங்கம் நித்யம் தந்த ஆனந்தலிங்கம். ஆதிலிங்கம் ஜோதிலிங்கம் அற்புதலிங்கம் ஞானலிங்கம் நித்யம் தந்த ஆனந்தலிங்கம். பிணிகளை போக்கிவிடும் பிறவியும் போக்கிவிடும் உயர்நிலை வாழ்வளிக்கும் ஆனந்தலிங்கம். பிணிகளை போக்கிவிடும் பிறவியும் போக்கிவிடும் உயர்நிலை வாழ்வளிக்கும் ஆனந்தலிங்கம். மனிதருக்கு அரியதொரு அரூபரூபமெனும் அஜோமுகத்தை காட்டும் ஆனந்தலிங்கம். மனிதருக்கு அரியதொரு அரூபரூபமெனும் அஜோமுகத்தை காட்டும் ஆனந்தலிங்கம். அமரர்கள் உலகமெல்லாம் அருள் பெற விரதம் கொண்ட 1008 நித்யநானந்தலிங்கம். அமரர்கள் உலகமெல்லாம் அருள் பெற விரதம் கொண்ட 1008 நித்யநானந்தலிங்கம். குணக்கடல் குவலயத்தை குறைவின்றி காக்க எங்கள் குரு நித்யானந்தன் தந்த ஆனந்தலிங்கம். குணக்கடல் குவலயத்தை குறைவின்றி காக்க எங்கள் குரு நித்யானந்தன் தந்த ஆனந்தலிங்கம். குரு நித்யானந்தன் தந்த ஆனந்தலிங்கம். ஆதிலிங்கம் ஜோதிலிங்கம் அற்புதலிங்கம் ஞானலிங்கம் நித்யம் தந்த ஆனந்தலிங்கம். அஞ்சலென்றடைய அபயம் தரும் லிங்கம்.
Yes. So next, we are going to, in this segment, we're going to see the quarantine rules, all the standard operating procedures that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has guided the Adi Kailasa and all the COVID care protection centers on how to maintain the quarantine, especially the multi-layered quarantine, how it can be maintained to ensure that the people feel completely safe.
One can see here the quarantine rules, multi-layer quarantine. The first line of quarantine comprises of the people in the first circle who are in contact with vendors, the area of stay confined to the outermost area where communication with the outside is happening with vendors, etc. And they stay in a well-ventilated single room, preferably with an attached separate toilet. So ensuring that the quarantine is multi-layered and the people who are facilitating the first layer are also protected, was told, a strong person being kept in the front line so that the interactions are minimal and the protection for that person is also ensured.
The person should not come in contact with inmates of Adinam, especially elderly people, pregnant women, children, and persons with comorbidities. Restrict her or his movement within the area of the first line of quarantine. And how do we manage the delivery of packages? All the parcels received at the gate to be sanitized, spraying with disinfectant. All the deliveries will be contactless delivery. Wearing of the face coverings and hand gloves are mandatory. If contactless delivery is not an option, or request the delivery to be left in a protected and isolated place. The outer packaging of the item or product will be disposed before it enters the Adinam. The packages will be quarantined before being delivered.
All the delivery bags, boxes, and containers thrown away after transferring the items to their respective places. The surfaces of the package cleaned up with disinfectant and dried and kept outside for a few days. All hands handling the package will be thoroughly washed with soap and water and antibacterial solution frequently. And all the mail and the packaged products received via courier, etc., left for 24 hours before using them, before even sending them inside the Adinam.
Then we have the disinfection using the sodium hypochlorite and 1 tablespoon of bleaching powder in 3 cups with alcohol at 70 to 90% will be used for the surface disinfectant. Clothes to be washed separately with detergent and dried. Sharing of items is strictly prohibited. This prevents the spread of virus. And if any of these symptoms, whether it is fever that continues for more than 5 days, fever that returns in second week after recovery, or fever more than 101 Fahrenheit after day 4th, or if there is resting heart rate that is greater than 110, breathlessness, tightness in chest, oxygen saturation which is less than 4%, and relentless cough. And if you have a 6-minute walk test, record the saturation rate before and after walking for 6 minutes. If the saturation falls below the 3%, it's not favorable. So if for a person in the first level of quarantine is experiencing any of this warning signs, then immediately the person will be quarantined and given the medication. You can see here the in-campus ambulance, which is working in perfect condition. And people who come in as newly will be given a separate room with the toilet facility. Under no circumstances they will exit the room. The designated quarantine person picks up the food after the person who serves the food is at the safe distance of 6 feet. The food will be placed right outside the door. And we also monitor the parameters for the quarantine people.
Monitoring the temperature, giving Ayurvedic and Siddha medication as per the guidance of the doctors. And the doctors contacted if there is worsening of symptoms for specific management, which could be further consultation or investigations and treatment. The residents are asked to continue to take medications if they are on any blood pressure or sugar or heart ailments, etc. And if comorbid conditions exist, The doctor is always being consulted so that there is no risk.
Yeah. So you can see how protected, how it is so protective, and every single detail is being taken care by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, and his guidance and micromanagement has helped the COVID care protection centers in India to ensure that every single detail is being taken into account and people are feeling completely safe. That's been so evident from all the testimonials that you hear from people who have joined in the show for the last few days, sharing how protective they are feeling. They don't even need to worry about anything. They're completely taken care from the COVID-19. So join us in this by signing up kailasa.org/Kailasa Care. So next, we will be moving into the power manifestation segment, and we'll be joining the power manifestation segment. We welcome Madhved to conduct the power manifestation segment. We'll be right back.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda.
Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Let's start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanandam Paramasukhanam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadushnam Tattamasyadi Lakshyam Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Let's go through the disclaimers. Security measures. No photography, video, audio recording. Important cautions. Please be aware of the important cautions.